Welcome back to the Vortex. Today we're diving into a lesser-known gem from the legendary Elizabeth Taylor's career, a psychological horror film that brought her into the chilling world of suspense and paranoia.
Are these in my mind? The police gave these to me after Carl's accident. They disappeared. I thought I'd lost them. I haven't seen them for years.
Well, I don't know where the hell they came from.
Today I found them in that drawer. I'm the only one that smokes in this house. I'm the only one that uses that drawer. Carl's things were put in there for me to find.
Now it's Carl, is it?
Well, where did they come from?
We're talking about Night Watch, released in 1973. You might think of Elizabeth Taylor and immediately recall her iconic beauty and her dramatic off-screen life. But what many fans don't realize is that Taylor, who had conquered every genre from romance to drama, also made a daring leap into psychological horror. And Night Watch wasn't just another movie. It was a personal, intense project for her. So how did Elizabeth Taylor, the queen of Hollywood, find herself in this eerie thriller? Well, it turns out Night Watch came at a very interesting time in her career. By the early 70s, she was already a two-time Academy Award winner and an international superstar. But the box office wasn't always on her side. She was looking for roles that would challenge her, something different from the romantic epics and melodramas that she was best known for. When she was presented with the script for Night Watch, she saw it as exactly that kind of challenge. The film, adapted from a play by Lucille Fletcher, had the makings of a psychological roller coaster. Taylor's character, Ellen Wheeler, is a wealthy widow recovering from a nervous breakdown. One night, she's convinced she sees a murderer in the abandoned house next door. But when no one believes her, the tension escalates. Is she seeing things? Is something sinister really happening? The film plays with our perceptions in true Hitchcockian style. For Taylor, this role was both exhilarating and exhausting. She was drawn to the complexity of Ellen, a woman trapped between reality and illusion. There were some rumors that this film resonated with Taylor on a personal level, as she had recently gone through her own battles with health and addiction. Her personal turmoil perhaps added an extra layer of depth to her portrayal, possibly making Ellen's spiraling mental state even more authentic.
You should take a holiday.
What I suggested was we take a holiday.
But, darling, I can't. Now, please, let's not go through that again.
If you loved me, you would believe me. But your first reaction is, oh, that's just Ellen. She's off again. Things are happening around here. And all anyone says to me is, oh, don't worry, Mrs. Wheeler. Just go to sleep, darling. Don't worry about a thing. It's probably all just in your mind.
Maybe it is.
Now, the production of Night Watch itself was far from glamorous. Unlike her previous films shot in luxurious locations, Night Watch had a much darker, claustrophobic atmosphere. Most of the movie takes place inside a single house, adding to the feeling of entrapment and suffocation. Taylor was used to being in control and usually the center of attention, but in Night Watch, she had to fully immerse herself in this paranoid, disorienting world. Despite the promise of a suspenseful horror with a Hollywood icon, Night Watch didn't exactly light up the box office. Critics were mixed. Some appreciated Taylor's intense performance, while others felt that the film didn't match the high standard of her earlier work. Some found the pacing too slow for a true horror, while others were intrigued by the twists and psychological elements. Essentially, it fell into that cult classic category, overlooked by the masses, but really appreciated by genre enthusiasts. In retrospect, Night Watch remains a really interesting part of Taylor's filmography. It might not be Cleopatra or Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, but it showed her range as an actress who wasn't afraid to explore darker, more unsettling material. And in a way, the film's themes of loneliness and isolation and not being believed mirror some of the struggles Taylor faced in her own life. So what was the legacy of Night Watch? Well, it didn't totally reshape her career or lead to a string of horror roles, but it gave us a unique look into a star who wasn't content with just staying in her lane. She was always willing to push boundaries, even if the result wasn't a massive success. And over the years, the film has gained a small but loyal following, as fans of psychological horror and Elizabeth Taylor alike have rediscovered it. If you're into vintage horror or psychological thrillers, Night Watch is definitely worth checking out. It's atmospheric and it's suspenseful, and it's a haunting reminder of Elizabeth Taylor's incredible versatility. Let me know in the comments if you've seen it, or if you plan on watching it after this video.